us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try the run. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Grab behind the line. It's Baker. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going...
Turning it on! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Quickly to the tight end. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Now the pitch. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
With the catch, it's Davis. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Knights have their offense in high gear. They'll try to get outside. Look out, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield. It's small. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's looking to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass op.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a little space. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams will pass. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Skips away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Williams looking for a man. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from leading the stakes. On 3rd and short, the power run here. yards for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it, though.
The Knights are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Touchdown, UCF! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return. TCU
will send its offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Williams will pass. Takes the easy completion. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's got it on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Sam Houston. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in a hurry up. Using his legs, it's Payne. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Payne. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wide out. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's caught. It's Richardson. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. UCF. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense ready to go back to work. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. That's caught. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away, the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Knights line up to punt it away.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Conference.
Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
But the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's piled up 97 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Knights will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Payne. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense in a split backfield. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. using the quick game. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see that happen too often, but these DBs, boy, they love to fight at the point of attack and beat blocks.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, UCF! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game. Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they go back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On on the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick completion on the out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Williams looking for a man. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Misconnection leaves him with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He might want another play. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown home run. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
I love the the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Williams will pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, playing a 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Farmer. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Thanks to grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time help force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.